With the volcano spewing ash and lava behind him, Dar Anadhar flew westward toward Ilulissat. The glacier below cracked and melted, carrying chunks of ice and ash toward the sea. A pitiful howl sounded, barely audible above the crash of the thundering mountain. Through Canver's eyes, Dar Anadhar caught sight of a dog, standing on a bobbing piece of ice. "That's my friend Miki," Frost spoke into Dar Anadhar's mind. "Save him." "All right, little one," Dar Anadhar said. He dived and snatched the frightened dog up in one of his back claws. "Get us to Ilulissat quickly," Canver told him. "I don't know how much longer grandfather will survive without medical help." Dar Anadhar's great wings sped them along the coast. He reached Ilulissat and landed where the tribe was camped. Fearful shouts filled the air. Dar Anadhar opened his claws and set Canver, Denali, Kumar, and Frost on the ground. Members of the tribe snatched up their spears to defend themselves against the dragon. Dar Anadhar let out a warning growl. "No, wait," Denali cried. "The dragon is a friend. He saved my father and me." Kapik lowered his spear and looked over at Kumar lying on the ground. "Don't listen to him," Tardik shouted. "Great blue dragons are at war with the humans. The only way he would be carrying Kumar and Denali is if that boy there is a Naga and is controlling the dragon's mind." Tardik pointed to Canver. "Aim for the Naga. If you kill him, it will set the blue dragon free and it will fly away. It's our best chance." "No," Denali cried. Dar Anadhar grabbed Canver and hoisted him into the saddle on his neck, wrapped a protective claw around Frost, and reared up on his hind legs. The tribesmen ignored Denali and threw their spears. The spears clattered harmlessly against the scales on Dar Anadhar's chest. He let out a roar, then launched into the air and flew west. Denali watched them go with a sinking heart. He felt most keenly the sudden separation from Frost and hoped she would be all right. "You see what Kumar has brought upon us," Tardik shouted. "The animals vanish. The glacier melts. The mountain explodes in fire. And a Naga comes with a great blue dragon to make us all his slaves. Kumar is responsible. He must be a Naga as well. I say we kill him. Only his death will pacify the mountain." Tardik snatched his spear from the ground and strode over to Kumar. Denali pulled out his hunting knife and stood over his father. "I'll kill you if you try to murder my father." "Stand aside, boy, or this spear will go through you first and then your father," Tardik said. "No, don't let him," Denali pleaded with the other members of the tribe. He saw hate and fear in their eyes, even Atka, who had been Kumar's best friend. Denali felt like he was facing another pack of snow wolves, only this time the wolves were his own tribe. Their betrayal lit a fire in him like the heat of the volcano. So this is what Canver had been trying to tell him. Everyone hated Nagas, even the Tunians. Denali stood his ground. "You will not kill my father." Kapik picked up his spear and joined Tardik. "That Naga said Kumar was his grandfather. As much as I hate to admit it, Tardik is right. Kumar is most certainly a Naga and must die. Get out of the way, Denali. Don't make me have to kill you too." "No." Eska's scream startled the men. "Don't kill my son. Please don't. You are not murderers. Never has any member of this tribe taken a man's life before, let alone a boy. You can't do this." Kapik lowered the spear and turned to the tribe. "She is right. We will not kill them. But they are no longer members of this tribe. If they come around, we drive them away. They no longer share our food or our camp or our protection. Let them be outcasts, but let them live." The tribe members muttered darkly, but nodded in agreement. Tardik glared at Denali. "Naga brat. If I ever see you or your father again, I swear I will kill you." He strode away, grabbing Eska's arm as he went. "You're mine now. Despite the fact you rejected me for that monster over there, I will forgive you and take you as my wife." "No," Eska cried and tried to pull away from him. "I reject your offer. I don't want to be your wife." "You have no choice," Tardik said, keeping his grip on her. "Take your hands off her," Kapik ordered. "It's her choice. If she wishes to be outcast with Kumar, she may." Tardik swore and stamped away. Denali realized that the tribe was taking the camp down, readying to move again, leaving Kumar, Eska, and Denali behind. The volcano rumbled in the distance. If the wind changed direction, the ash and fire would bury Ilulissat. Even the southerners were leaving. Denali choked back a cry of grief. He'd been so sure he'd be safe if only he could rejoin the tribe. Now he was alone again. Even Frost was gone. His father was dying, and there was no one left to save him. Miki whined and sniffed Kumar. Eska rushed over to Denali and wrapped him in a tight hug. "I feared you were dead." She held him tight as if to reassure herself that he was really there. Denali pulled away. His heart cracked in his chest like melting sea ice. What if I really am a Naga? Would you try to kill me too? His mother's eyebrows knit together. She looked at him closely and frowned. Are you? Denali licked his lips. His hand tightened on the hunting knife. Alone his mother could not kill him. But her rejection would feel worse than death. Still, he refused to try and hide what he was from his mother. I think I am. Canver does too. I need to know. Will you still be my mother? Will you still love me, if I am a Naga? Eska stepped back. Tears sprang into her eyes. The stories of our past say that the father of our tribe came here with his family to escape the fighting at Stone Fountain. Tuni was the poorest of the poor. A slave to the Nagas. A horrible coughing sickness was sweeping through the city. The Nagas had a cure and would not share it with the humans. But there was one kind Naga who cared about the poor people. This Naga gave up his own dose of the elixir willingly to save Tuni's daughter. If that is true, then not all Nagas are evil. Canver told me he was going to save you and Kumar and bring you back to me. He did that. His face was so burned. He must have risked his own life against the volcano to save you. Yes, he did. Denali swallowed a lump in his throat. A cold wind blasted him in the face, coming from the east, carrying the scent of scorched rock and sulfur. Then I consider him a friend, not an enemy, Eska declared. And me? Eska swept Denali into a smothering hug. You are my son, and I love you, Naga or not. The whoosh of giant wings sounded overhead, and Dar Anadhar settled to the ground next to Kumar. He lowered his neck so Canver could slide off. Denali, I'm sorry. Canver spoke before Denali could say anything. I was only thinking about getting Kumar to Kopik as soon as possible. I should have known better than to let people see Dar Anadhar. I'm so sorry. They made you outcast. It's my fault. How could I have been so stupid? Eska let go of Denali and hugged Canver. My grandson. My poor grandson. Look at you. Your face. Your arm. Your leg. You poor boy. And everyone hating you for being a Naga. How do you survive? Canver stood frozen in shock as if no one had ever hugged him before. His mouth opened, but no words came out. Frost flapped down from a perch on Dar Anadhar's shoulder and pressed against Eska and Canver's legs, joining in on the hug. At the hatchling's cold touch, Eska squealed in shock and jerked away. Frost let out a responding chirp of fear and buried her head against Denali. Denali patted Frost's back and spoke to his mother. I bet Canver survives because he and Dar Anadhar worked together, just like Frost and I. I couldn't have survived that pack of snow wolves if Frost hadn't been with me. Eska looked down at the little white dragon and then straight into Denali's eyes. You are a Naga? Denali shrugged. I haven't bonded yet. Canver smiled. We'll deal with the whole bonding thing later. You're not old enough yet anyway. The wind has switched directions. We need to get out of here before the volcano buries us in ash again.